Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Umbago, and with me once again is...
Megalomaniac. Hello, Internet.
Good day. So, last time we finished off the last of the Discovery missions that are in the game at the moment. I'm sure there's going to be more. In fact, I think I remember from the roadmap that there was at least 3 parts.
I think so, but I forget exactly what they said.
Yeah, I'd have to go and look at that again. Regardless, so we saved Pahvo from being controlled by the Mirror Universe Tilly. So now we're this week we're going to go and do the what is currently the featured task force operation, but it is a new TFO for this, and I think it's really pretty cool.
Yeah. So the roadmap said February was Pahvo Dissension, which is what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
March, Personal Endeavor System, which is already in the game.
Yep.
And I think
that got added.
February.
Yep. In fact, I would say they reversed those two.
Probably, yeah. April is limited engagement TFO event, so new featured TFOs on all platforms.
Okay.
And May is Age of Discovery Part 3 per their roadmap. So we will see if what gets stuck with that.
Yeah. All right.
Because life happens.
Mm-hmm. And all right, so this is a ground mission, but it's actually pretty neat. It's basically a queued version of the mission we last did. So the idea is we're going to go around disabling the agonizers, putting down Pahvo crystals, and then defending them until the various crystal around the map are purified.
Yeah.
And it's this. There's an interesting strategies that can be done with this, because when the mission starts, and when we clear this initial one, basically the way it works is that there are 3 lanes, and you have to secure them in order. And depending on the team makeup, it is possible to do one person down one lane and 2 people down the other 2 lanes, as the hyper efficient, which usually works out pretty well if you have a turret engineer captain, because they need way less support in order to make their system work.
Yeah.
So here, how about you just come up with me, Mecca? I
am following you.
And where
this lighted path?
Yeah. So these show the path that the
crystal network travels.
Yeah, basically. And as you purify each crystal in the line, we'll probably be able to see it a little bit further on here, but basically further crystals down the way have a shield on them, and until this beam reaches them, the shield is basically impenetrable. Although I have absolutely seen some of the runs I've done have absolutely been a weird bit where we're still clearing the second crystal in the last lane, and the mission just ends. They go on to the next phase. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. But this one's taken care of.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay,
Except
we have
Terran reinforcements keep showing up.
All right, we have our other engineer seems to be soloing one of the lanes. So looks like we're going to be doing the efficient route. When I've been doing this mission on my own for the feature TFO marks, that's what I tend to do. I tend to do the solo lane because I've actually got a pretty effective turret setup. Alright, let's just finish cleaning. Okay, let's finish cleaning up there and run to the next one. Okay, yeah, so you can just see right there in the background
the shields,
the shields on like the agonizers and on the crystal itself. So yeah, we can't do anything with them yet. So we need to finish clearing up this one first. The thing that kind of like annoys me a little bit about like doing a turret build, like I really like the turret build there, it's pretty effective, but like you really have to be on top of the threat basically, because for some reason the medical generator just generates just a ridiculous amount of threat and always goes down so quickly.
Yeah.
And it just feels like something I don't have a lot of control over, unfortunately. Although I guess if I started using that, the ground tank stance, that would actually probably do the job.
Crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one.
One of the things I really like seeing in the progress bars is when the
They're kind
person
of up together.
Yeah, like not only are they going up together, but like the solo guy, the solo person is like on par with everyone else. Because at the end of the day, like it's all time based. As soon as you get the 5, or well, the 3 for the first 2, and then the 5 for the last one. As soon as you get all the points covered, then it's really just a matter of holding, like making sure the crystals don't get destroyed, and then it's like a minute or two,
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
I'm like actually hoping that this mission gets added to, like, once the feature TFO ends, that this mission just goes right into the rotation, because it's really neat. It's like actually my
one of the more
favorite,
interesting ground missions.
Yeah, like it's actually my favorite ground mission. So it'd be really nice to have a really cool mission like this available all the time.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Alright. We're almost done here.
Are we region 1?
Yeah, we're region 1. Alright.
Cool.
So we'll just transport back, and let's run to region 2, which is this way. Unless you want to go help the other guys.
No, I'll follow you. Let's get 1 done first.
Yeah, like region 4 is almost done anyway. And like we could probably just ignore region 2, but we'll help them take out some of the extra enemies.
Region 4 looks like it's done.
Yep, and we're going to be done here in just a moment.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it.
One thing that is a little bit annoying, though, is that if a crystal does get destroyed, you basically have to start the timer all over again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Reading Terran transporter signals near the
All
spire.
right, so now we're in the second phase. We're back here in the center area that we saw in the last mission. And we need to, once again, defend the 3 outer spires as waves of Terrans come in and try and place agonizers.
Yeah.
And if we just leave them, then like there'll be like a corruption bar for each of the spires, and we don't want them to fill up.
Nope. I usually just hang up here because it's one of the places they run to.
Yeah, I typically come up here to this northern one, drop my turrets, and just stay here, snipe from the vantage point.
Yeah.
I usually get actually pretty good coverage up here. Like there's a few spawn points up top here. There's a spawn point in like the bend of this hill that goes up, so I can cover those two. There's also a spawn point, like basically at the bottom of the hill that you're at, and I can reach that one from up here. And I can reach the center point, which is going to be very important in a little bit. The only thing that I haven't quite completely figured out from all my runs of this is who is the, like, which mob is the one that drops the agonizers?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's never been super clear. It's like there have been a lot of times where I've been absolutely taking care of all of the spawns on my point, and like no one's getting anywhere, and then all of a sudden an agonizer shows up behind me, and I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Who managed to sneak in and drop that, and where are they?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, logically it would be the
I would think it would be
like the engineering officer or something.
Yeah, like you think it'd be the engineering, and
or maybe the commander.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Anyway, so this is the second phase of the final.
Okay, yeah, it was the commander. No, actually it wasn't, because I thought that was this. So, never mind.
I think I was standing in fire. Oh. Wow. Our team took those guys out real fast. We, like, in runs that I've done in the past, like, we've been pretty good, but not quite that good. So basically, what happens there is 2 named elite mobs show up, and the mission ends after, like, the whole defense phase is like 5 minutes long.
Yeah,
they show up at like
I think
halfway through.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, so they show up.
We alpha striked them.
Yeah. And the mission ends either when the timer runs out or you knock out the 2 elite soldiers. And
we killed those elite soldiers in about 30 seconds flat.
Yeah, so. Way faster than I normally see in my runs. And I don't know if I mentioned what the rewards for this future TFO are. I'll just drop my combination in here. It is a Crystal Prism Universal Kit Module, which basically creates... In fact, you probably saw a few people with them.
Yeah, one of the guys
in that
was
mission.
using it in our mission. Yeah,
Yeah.
the one who was on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's actually kind of a pretty neat module. I don't know if I'd use it, but I like how it looks.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty much all I really wanted to do this week.
Yeah, I think we've done everything, I think.
Yeah, was there another TFO that we haven't seen?
I don't think so.
Let's see, we did Swarm. We did Defense of Starbase 1.
Yeah.
We did Battle at the Binary Stars.
Yep. Yeah, I think those are only 3 new ones since they had Discovery stuff.
Yeah, that looks like it. Okay. Wow. We are finally, pretty much caught up.
Yep.
So about the only thing left for us is we gotta start looking at new Foundry missions. We're gonna try and highlight some stuff before the Foundry goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will be taking a few weeks off for personal matters. Mm-hmm. Although, to be fair, we've been having such long breaks recently that
you wouldn't notice anyway.
Yeah, probably wouldn't.
I'm just kidding.
I will, though, very quickly mention that one piece of cryptic news this week is that they rebuilt the character creator to make it a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more obvious about what does what. I haven't looked at it in game. In fact, you know what? Why don't we just take a quick look at it right now?
Go for it. I guess I could too.
All right. So let's and as part of this, they gave us a new character slot so that people could play around with the new creator. So this is way cleaner because the old one where it was just all the different factions stacked up on the L cars, kind of a mess. So let's just choose. Although I will say I'm not entirely sure I'm a fan of them ordering them from newest to oldest. I feel like the 3 Starfleets should be together. It should be the 3 Starfleets, the KDF, the Romulans, and the Dominion at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. That's fine. All right, next. Okay, choose our species. Okay, so that they're going through each option individually instead of having them all right on top of each other. I do remember this is one thing that they did call out in the news post that basically the gender selector is on every section.
Yeah, so if you change your mind.
Yeah. All right. You know what this is? This is a nice better basic style, a better basic selector. And if you really want to go into the old standby, it's all there. But I actually like how they have for hair, for example, they have a visual selector, so hey, what the heck are all these?
Yeah, what does this look like?
Yeah, what is
rather than just going
for example, if I go here, hairstyle. What is Pigtails 2? So that's cool. All right, body. Oh, let's go back to basic. Okay, so your basic body options are your stance and your height. Then you go into
that could probably do with a bit more, but I guess I understand why they.
Yeah, and uniform is the visual selector for basic uniforms, and then again you can go into advanced. So let's still
customize it. And they've said the tailor looks exactly the same as it used to. So.
Yes. Yeah. So they did mention, one of the things that they mentioned is one of the things you could do during character creation is save your outfit. They removed that from character creation because they figured that's not a useful option during character generation. Mm-hmm. But you can still do it in the tailor. The tailor has all the same functionality that it always did. They just wanted to make character creation more streamlined so that you could get into the game faster, which I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Another thing that they did here at the end, when it has your summary, they called us out, and I guess I couldn't remember if that was the case, but they will give you a default ship name.
Yeah, I don't think they did before.
Yeah. Like the random button was still there. Like I know the random button was still there because I would still click it for some of our LP characters.
Yeah.
But they will now give you a random one to start with, and then you can be like, actually, I don't like that name, or you know what, I'm going to just click random a few more times.
It's a good improvement.
Really good names in here too. Anyway, yeah, I really like this. Like, it's way more. Yeah, it's way more streamlined. It's way more cleaner than the old one. Which actually that is a big deal. Like the old one was like very featureful. It had everything. But it's just that it was a lot of options that you didn't need at that point.
Yeah, it's the overwhelming you right at the start.
Yeah. So it's good that they stepped back a little bit and said, like, you know what? Here's what you actually need when you're creating a new character. We're tutorializing you to the tailor anyway, so we'll let you explore the full breadth of the character creator at that point once you've settled in a little bit.
Yeah. Plus, this has to be easier to use on the consoles.
Yeah, I imagine this is significantly easier for the console version. Like, it's just a lot of very basic menus, and if you want to mess around, you can go into advanced. It's still it's still controller navigable menus, but just basic stuff is. Oh, there we go. Just wondering why that one menu option wasn't doing anything. But yeah, it's much. Yeah, this definitely seems much simpler controller navigation than the old one. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's going to be it for us for this week. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.